Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Sean, the American in Krakow, back in the studio to complain about Razer again. So, this saga with my Razer Huntsman Mini and the firmware update they did that broke it on my PC is still ongoing. So, I've recently got an email back from the support team asking me to run some type of Razer log collection tool, provide them a bunch of files from my PC, do an export from the system information application, MS Info 32, and even record a video of the system and the problem I have when I have the Razer Huntsman Mini connected to the PC. And I did all that. I collected every file they asked for. I ran their logs. I even took a video showing what the PC does when it boots up with a regular keyboard connected or any other keyboard connected. And then I shut it down and started up again with the Huntsman connected and showing how unresponsive it was for X minutes. And I sent it to them. And then I get an email back 2 days later. Everything is always 2 days later. It's never the same day. I don't even know where to begin with this. They acknowledge that there's a problem. And then they ask for my permission so they can resolve the problem. I don't understand. Here, I'll show you. Sean, thank you for taking the time in providing all the necessary details. It looks like it could be an I/O controller issue with Huntsman Mini and AMD devices. I've seen on the forum as well, people have posted, hey, this is only happening on AMD devices. I don't know that to be true, but I've seen that. If you may, can I forward this to our developers team to further investigation? We send you feedback once we get the solution. Now, I'm not one to pick on somebody's grammar or usage of language in an email. I make typos and mistakes all the time in email, and I don't go back and try to fix it. So I'm not going to pick on that. But I feel like that same level of error or respect for typos isn't being given to me here, because I replied back to this email. Hey, Chad, unless Razer has decided to refund for my keyboard, so not refund me, I made a mistake, has decided to refund for my keyboard and the time spent doing all of this troubleshooting, I fully expect to be escalating this case to whatever level or team necessary to resolve this issue. I should have written, unless Razer has decided to refund me, and I fully expect you to be escalating this case to whatever level or team necessary to resolve this issue. So, okay, I made a typo as well as he has in his previous emails, but I understood what he meant. Apparently, this doesn't work here. Because they respond to me. Thanks for the quick response. Also, January 12th, January 14th. It's always 2 days with these guys. It's like they have a timer. You must respond within 48 hours. And even if you're not busy, don't bother. Just wait until the 48th hour and then respond. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks for the quick response. Unfortunately, we're only able to provide a refund up to 14 days from first purchase, and is well proven that the device was purchased from a Razer store. Firmware downgrade is also not possible, but in the investigation from our dev team proves then they might release a new firmware update that will fix out this issue with AMD and keyboard. For now, I have two options. You're still within the warranty within Media Expert, so that's the store I bought it from. You can claim your warranty and have it replaced to them. It is sure that it is not firmware updated yet. Okay. You can have it investigated with our dev team. We await your decision. Now, this is where I draw the line. And I 100% will no longer use this. I will no longer use this keyboard. I was going to say something else. I love the way this keyboard feels. I have since replaced it. I'm already on a different keyboard. I've moved on. I am now on, hold on Pro 2. And it works. It doesn't feel as good though. The typing on the Razer feels better. The motion of the key, the bottom out, even when it comes back up, the detent, the pop up, the sounds that it makes, it was better for general typing, the keys. Big keys on the Razer, not so good. The big keys on the Razer they rattle quite a bit. You can probably hear that. That's the Razer. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the space bar on the end. That's amazing. It's like it doesn't make any noise. It's incredible. But all the rest of the keys, the actual letter keys and number keys, when they bottom out and when they pop back up, they ping a bit, and it's loud. Like you can hear it. You probably don't hear that so well. That's the Razer. They're right next to each other. But I don't care. I can deal with a little bit of noise. I can add little O-rings on the keys on the And Pro and silence it up a little bit. But it works. That's all that matters to me. It fits my desk. It feels good when I game. And I can restart my computer. Like, it was at the point where I wasn't even shutting down my PC anymore. I was just putting it into sleep mode, because if I woke it up from sleep, the Razer didn't have that problem. It's ridiculous. But the fact that they have to turn around and ask me for permission to resolve my ticket, I don't understand. Yeah, I have to ask them to investigate with their dev team. That doesn't fly. That doesn't make any sense. So I've since replied to them. I have replied to them. Let's see. Here we go. And tell me if I'm wrong. Leave a message. Tell me I'm going crazy. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm going crazy at this point. In what crazy world does a customer, after raising a ticket to resolve a problem, have to give permission to the team I'm raising the ticket with to resolve the problem? Where? Like, I would literally terminate someone for doing this to me as a customer if I was running a help desk. I need your permission to resolve the problem. The permission is inherently granted when I raise the ticket. Which one? I had to make a long distance phone call to raise this ticket. I had to actually make 2 long distance phone calls at the beginning of this process to get this ticket raised and updated. Maybe that's not enough. How about the countless emails that I have gone back and forth with you to resolve this issue? If I didn't want it resolved, why would I spend the time talking to you? Maybe the time I spent getting all the log files you needed, generating the logs from your tool, creating a video so you can see the problem. Maybe that was a hint that I wanted this problem resolved. So again, as I wrote in the email, Razer, to be super clear, please fix the firmware on my Razer Huntsman Mini. This way I can actually use it, have it connected to a PC and use it. Because right now, it's just sitting in the pile of other useless crap that I bought in 2020. And it's probably going to sit there because I have a very strong feeling you're not going to fix this goddamn problem. Razer, this is not how you deal with your customers. The ticket is the request. That is the permission. I have come to you and asked for you to resolve my problem. Why are we delaying 4 more days of getting this? It's not even escalated. That's what I'm hearing. This has not even gone to your developers to go and look at because you're waiting for me to give you permission to send it to your team to do their job. I don't think you're going to be able to see. You might be able to see it. There's some... there it is, right there. It's in focus now. For gamers, by gamers. Bullshit! Bullshit. I call bullshit. If you're a gamer, how many platforms are you actually... How many processors are you actually gaming on? Because as far as I'm aware, there's really just the two for PC gaming. You're either on Intel or AMD. Oh, I'm sure there's tons of ARM gamers out there. Or gamers using Samsung SoC chips. Yeah, tons of us. Intel or AMD. If you're saying it doesn't work on AMD, that means 50% of the processors you needed to test on, the total processor count being 2, you failed to test on. And it's not like it's my specific processor. There are people out there with AMD 2600s complaining about this. I'm on a 3900. It's across the board. It's AMD. It's not processor specific, it looks like. So you needed to test on AMD and Intel. How could you miss that? For gamers, by gamers. My ass. Look, I want this to be repaired. I want this to be fixed because I paid for it. I can tell you 100%. I will not be using this keyboard again. And I'm not going to give it away either. Because I don't want to give it to somebody else and have them have a problem. That would make me feel bad. And I would have done it for free. You charged me for this piece of shit. And you don't care. The switches are nice. Man, the sound of this keyboard, I enjoy it. Except for the space bar, the big keys, like I said, they're rattly. I enjoyed the feel of this keyboard. It felt good to me. But I'm not going to use it again. You've pissed me off way too hard with this last one. Really. I need to give you permission to solve my ticket. For gamers, by gamers. If you mean toxic, like in chat rooms, in the chats, in game chats, or when speaking on mic, if that's what you mean, for gamers, by gamers, it's toxic, yeah, you've done that. I'm rarely this angry. Like I said, I don't even use it anymore. I'm happily switched over to this On Pro. Man, I'm not looking back. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Peace.